As Moore, Hernandez, Takanaga, Nayland, and Big So. Ferry's not out there in the 6 bike. Looking at top three moving on. Gold Cup 3 coming on that 2 straightaway with Takanaga. Oh, yeah, we got Ato and Big So, 1 and 2. The Flying Hawaiian out there in the 3 spot. Heading down that 3 straightaway to the final turn. Top three moving on straight to that main event. Big So coming down that back straightaway. He's in their Gold Cup 3, the 4, and the Flying Hawaiian on the 295 getting it done on a Moto 4. Moto 5 out there, 800 girls cruiser. Michelson, Henderson, and Henderson. We got Sunflower and Cupcake in the house tonight. It's got to be the 16 out there. Ensley Michelson's got the whole shot going her way as we head around that tower turn. Word on the street is her dad is racing tonight. Is that a true story? Okay, all right. In and out of that final turn we go, headed down the back straightaway. Michelson, 16 bike up front right now. She's got company coming across the line to the stripe. She's in there with a low point 2 bike. Sunflower with a 2. And Cupcake with a 3 on a Moto 5. 15-16 girls cruise on the track right now. Moto 6. Nope. Yep. Coming back this way, Gifford up front right now on the 1 bike. Gifford coming on through. Steezy on the 2Z. And the Star on the 3 out of Moto 6. Moto 7 out there, 3640 women's cruiser. Whidbey, Carmody, and Melton. We got Susie Carmody in the house tonight, Rockford. All right. Yeah, Carmody coming around that tower turn. Battles going on up front with Whidbey and Melton. Misses, that is. Kegel's Bike Shop colors. Running 1 and 2 as we head down that back straightaway. Whidbey's going to bring it on through for the low point. Oh, Melton tried to take it away. Whidbey's going to hold on to it. Man, Steph, you are getting roasted by Dana up here right now. Dana is just letting you have it up here right now. You got to pedal to the Brown building next go around for that one. 10 cruiser out there, Moto 8, James, Hertel, and Ike. Oh, yeah, I think that's got to be Hertel up front right now. He's got company coming. Oh, the Birthday Hunter on the outside. Coming back this way. A little drag race to top this one off. The State 1's going to hold on to it. Oh, yeah, Hertel taking that low point. James with a 2. Ike with a 3 on a Moto 8. 9 out there, 12 cruiser. Henderson, Michelson, and the Viper, Parker Williams. Yeah, I think that's Henderson up front right now. Phoenix Henderson, that is. 17 bike. Coming on that back straightaway. 17 bike in the top spot. Henderson. Little power wheelie there for Michelson. And the Viper. What's up, Viper? That's a happy guy right there. Oh, yeah, 15 cruiser. Tyndall, Henderson, Bungie. Bungie's running the 90s Kegel's colors tonight. Look out. Coming on that back straightaway. Seaman up front right now on the 6 bike. Tyndall's going to get the low point. Henderson with a 2. Bungie with a 3 out of Moto 10. That's Todd Tubbs' jersey. Ooh, don't crash on that one. Ooh, that's all I'm saying. 56-60 out there. Pulaski, Langer, Melton, Henderson, and Mock. Yeah, it's got to be Henderson out front right now. Melton on that 2 spot. In and out of the final turn we go. And headed down that back straightaway. That's what we're going to get. Henderson's in there with Melton. Moving on out of Moto 11. Yeah, 500 novice. Gates down. Here we go. Oh, no. Riders down in that first straightaway. We'll get the crew cleaned up down there. Make sure everybody's okay. Guys, we get that last rider back up to their feet. You better make some noise for 500 novice out here. Nobody hits the brakes in 500 novice, man. The most competitive class out here. We got St. Vincent, Vians, Newton, Crocker, Mac, Whitlow, and Embry getting those down riders sorted out. We got 3 riders down before the first obstacle, so that's going to be a rerun on that one. So everybody, all the parents here in 500 novice, 3 riders down before the first obstacle constitutes a rerun. Nelson, I believe we run that last. So again, everybody in 500 novice, you guys might not know about this rule yet, and some new riders. 3 riders down before the first obstacle constitutes a rerun, so we'll run that last, okay? Okay, 500 novice, we're going to run you guys last. 3 riders down before the first obstacle constitutes a rerun. Well, yeah, we got 6 novice out there right now. Moto 13, looking at St. Clair, Scaduto, Schott, Smith, Fisher, and Cash Money Tingham. See who's got the whole shot going on here. I see Midwest Militia colors right out of the gate, nice and early, Kev. Oh, yeah. Got company out there in the front spot. It's got to be the 626 bike, Bryson Smith. Bryson Smith out there early in that whole shot. Midwest colors in the 2, Cash Money, Smith. Leading the charge as we head down that 3 straightaway. That's what we're looking at. Top two moving on. And right now it's all Bryson Smith checking out. He is gone. Oh, Smith with a little bobble. He saved it. Oh, coming down that back straightaway. 626 bike of Bryson Smith. Little bobble, but he recovered. Cash Money Tingham in there with a 2. Out of Moto 13. 14 in the track right now. 7 novice. Looking at King, Hart, and Crocker. Yeah, coming down that 3rd straightaway. They're still racing out there, man. Still racing. Racers gonna race. Again, we got King, Hart, and Braley Crocker on the track right now. Coming down that back straightaway. I see Fly Zone colors. I think that's Kellyanna King out there in the top spot. So we head back this way in the 49 bike. King's in there. King with a low point. Looking like a 636. That's got to be Stephen Hart here with a 2. And Crocker will get a 3 out there. Nice job, Braley. Nice job out there. Yeah, she's usually over there trying to get popsicles out of the concessions building, but she's on the track this weekend. Good stuff. 11 novice out there, 15 Tubbs, Roby, Mack, Hinderleiter. Oh, yeah, leading the charge, a 43 bike. Sweet P Max in there with that one and only. Renly, you got to step it up next go around, man. I know he's got the energy, Todd. I know he's got the energy. Todd gave a big sigh right before he nodded along with that. He said, I know he does. 13 novice out there, 16. Yeah, it's got to be showtime. Showtime Swain's in there. He's gone by a mile. Battle's going to be for 2 and 3. Oh, we got Outson out there in the 2 spot. Coming back this way. He's going line to line. I don't think he means to. Here comes Hill. Last straight charge. Oh, Aaron, you got to keep pedaling. They go right on by you. Whew. A lesson learned. You got to pedal all the way past that finish line. 16 novice out there right now. Moto 17 coming on through in a hurry. Yeah, I think that's got to be 267 bike with a low point. Roby with a 2. Chester with a 3 out of Moto 17. 18 in the track right now, 26-35 novice. Looking at Embry, Perkins, Newton, and Lance. Charging hard down that back straightaway. Twisted Racing colors coming back this way. The 255. Here comes Embry. Oh, 255. Jacob Lance. All I'm saying is Dion Embry's getting quick out here. Every weekend he gets a little quicker. 36-40 novice on the track right now. Burke, Whidbey, Davey, and Bross. Saucy Brossy Sr. up there chomping at the bit in the 2 spot. Oh, yeah, we got room for one rider moving on. Oh, here comes Saucy Brossy Sr. Across the line. Back this way to the stripe. 625. Did he get it? Saucy Brossy Sr. 625 getting it done out there. Taking that one early out of Moto 19. Moto 20 in the track right now. 41-45 novice. Schott, James, and Tuggle. Oh, yeah, we got Stephen James out on the track today. This is a special night, man. Coming back this way, I got the 274 out front right now. Eli Schott, Stephen James on the 2. JJ Tuggle on the 3 as we bring it back this way. What's up, JJ? 46-50 out there. Total points action here in Moto 21. Got Rodriguez, the Candy Man, and Jimmy Michelson out there in this one. All right. Guys coming back this way. How about a little love for the Candy Man? It's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Candy Man. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, boy. 7 intermediate Moto 22. Down the Rockford drop we go. Looking at Whitlow, Ike, Bross, Dempsey, St. Vincent, Wynn, Mack, and Scootin' Newton. Yeah, and out of that first turn we go and headed down that 2 straightaway. I see St. Vincent with a good look. Coming down that 2 straightaway, the nag 16, nag 18, the boss. Dex Ike out there. Ike around the tower turn and headed down that 3 straightaway. That's got to be St. Vincent out there in the 2 spot. We're looking at 3. Top 3 moving on. So we head in and out of that final turn. That's got to be Win out there on that podium 3 spot. Transfer 3 spot, I should say. He's got company coming, though. Let's see what we got here. Nag 18 coming on through. And we got St. Vincent coming on through in the 126. Man, Lincoln Win showing up tonight. Riding as if possessed out there. 8 inner, 23, Hernandez, Moore, Hinderleiter, Galida, Lance, and Michelson. Yeah, I see Broke Folk Racing Colors out there in the top spot. I think that's got to be Will Wade out there. Oh, yeah, the A-Bike coming on through. He's taking one more with him. A-Bike's in there with a 239. Racing Grayson Lance. That kid's getting fast, too, man. I've been watching. 9 inner, 24 out there. Hernandez, Fahey, and Super Cooper. Where's Taz at? He's not here tonight? Oh, man. Well, I know he's watching on the live feed right now, then, for sure. Taz, if you're watching on the live feed, I'm mad at you for not showing up with your Ace Hardware. Marengo Ace Hardware jersey. I brought mine. 116 of Hernandez with a low point, Gold Cup 1. Super Cooper, always smiling, that guy. The 548, Cluck and Kens. In there with a 3 out of Moto 24. 25, 11 intermediate, Cragen, Geiger, Tingham, Zimmerman, Henderson, and Kachow. All bunched up. Oh, yeah, let's see what we got. Chunky Face. Cragen got a good run going down that back straightaway. Yeah, Chunky Face got company coming. Chunky Face is in there with a 37 bike. Geiger, Tingham. Man, good battle out there in 25. 26 on the track right now. 13 inner. Swain, Zimmerman, Ferry, and Geiger. Is that Zimmerman going upstairs? Yeah, heading down that 3 straightaway. Zimmerman out front right now, taking 1. Kaggles Bike Shop Colors representing as we come down that back straightaway towards the tower. Yeah, the 152 bike. Zimmerman's in there. That one and only qualifying spot out of 26. 27 out there, 15 inner. Looking at Nelson, Scaduto, Tebessing, and Bruner. Bruner on the 157 bike out there in the 2 spot. Yeah, we got room for 1. Bruner's got a good inside line going here to the final turn. Bruner, oh, bar to bar. Little bump, little run in turn 3. I got Midwest Colors out there in the 2 spot. Tebessing, they're bar to bar. Tebessing's going to try to get it at the line. Ooh, Tebessing. Kevin, you got Tebessing on team sheet tonight? Oh, that guy gave it 1,000% there first go around. That's the case in the mains. You got a good 8-pointer coming your way. 16 inner, 28 Scaduto, Manahano, and Kylie Cragen out there. It's got to be Speed Queen Colors coming back this way. Scaduto on there with a low point. Cragen with a 2. Manahano with a 3 at a Moto 28. 29, 21, 25 intermediate. Harold, Fennessy, Albright, Tubbs, and Utzinger. Oh, yeah. Tubbs out there chomping at the bit in the 2 spot. It's going to be the 385 by Christian Albright up front right now. Around that 2 turn we go and headed down the 3 straightaway. Albright up front. Tubbs in the 2, and that's what we're looking at. Top 2 moving on. Harold out there in the 3 spot, a.k.a. the Vapor Trail. Coming back this way. Albright's in there with the 485 Tubbs. Moving on out of 29. 30 out there. 41, 45 inner. Scholes, Galida, Fennessy. Oh, yeah, double G. 54 bike. Galida out front. Shout out to all of our Waukegan BMX riders in the house tonight. I know there's a handful of you here. Shout out to the Waukegan crew. Yeah, coming down that back straightaway. This guy's responsible for a lot of stuff that goes down out there at the Waukegan BMX track. So Goliath's in there with a low point. Scholes with a 2. Fennessy with a 3 at a Moto 30. 31, 7 girls expert. We're waiting on somebody up there. Henderson, Ike, and Rogers. Guys, Red Roof Building down there. Troy's got all kinds of new merchandise down there. Rockford BMX hats are back in stock. He's got a bunch of new T-shirt designs down there. Yeah, guys, also down here in the white tent, the Scouts. We got the Scouts in the house tonight, serving up the nice, warm elotes. Helena, Scale of 1 to 10, how's the elotes tonight? I got a double 10. I got a double 10 down there for elotes. What else you guys got down there? You got the lemonade? Guys, I got fresh squeezed lemonade down there. Fresh squeezed. Down there in the white tent. Check them out. Yeah, gates down. We're rolling out there. 7 girls expert on the track right now. Henderson, Ike, and Rogers. I see Rogers out front right now with a whole shot. Heading back this way into that first turn. Oh, yeah, guys, be sure, along with that Rockford Old School Show and Swap page, be sure you follow the Illinois BMX Hall of Fame page as well. If you don't already, follow those pages, guys. A lot of stuff going on. That Old School Show, that'll be going down out here every summer. It's on its 26th year out here, guys. Pretty awesome stuff. So, yeah, follow those pages if you have not already on Facebook. Rockford Old School Show and Swap and the Illinois BMX Hall of Fame. Check them out. 3 bike. Henderson taking a 2. And Ike and the Nag 9 will get the 3 out there out of Moto 31. 32 on the track right now. 8 girls expert. Donald, Henderson, and the Wrath, Rogers. Yeah, headed down that back straightaway. Tucker, you got a sweet mullet right now, buddy. That's the good stuff right there. Sweet mullet for Vintage Weekend. I love it. Yeah, 13's in there, the Wrath. She'll get the low point. Bad Barbie with a 2 and Sunflower with a 3 out of Moto 32. 33 on the track right now. 15, 16 girls expert. Pearson, Parham, Gifford. Parham leading the charge coming on that back straight. Yeah, Parham's in there with a low point. Gifford with a 2. Pearson with a 3 out of Moto 33. 34 out there. 9 expert. Teague, Hamilton, and James. I think that's Hamilton out there. Turbo Tanner in the house here from St. Charles, Illinois. Coming on that back straightaway. Oh, yeah, 37 bike. 37 bikes in there with a low point. Teague with a 2. Oh, the Hunter. Almost got him at the line, but Teague will take the 2 out there. The Hunter, he'll get the 3 out of Moto 35. How long you been growing that thing? Like all summer, probably? He started when he was like 3. Started when he was about 3 years old. Yeah. Coming back this way, the 36 bike. The Viper's in there with a low point here in Moto 35. State 3 with a 2 and Far on the 87 bike with a 3. An 11 expert. 12 expert out there right now. Ferry, Stewart, Michelson. Oh, yeah. Rocket Ray. Rocket Ray getting it done. Guys, tonight is the Race for Life. This is a Race for Life race right now. So if you're not familiar, check them out. Check it out on Facebook. We'll talk all about it here before the mains. We got some riders that raised quite a bit of money. And I'm just saying that guy right there that just crossed the finish line, that might be one of them. Who's Ray pieing? He's pieing Mom, I heard. Yep, he's pieing Mom and Dad. All right, Rockford, we got Moto 12 locked and loaded back up here right now. Now, this is 5 and under novice. We had 3 riders down before the first obstacle, so this is a rerun. Rockford, 5 and under novice. Here we go. Well, yeah, 5 and under novice. Rerun of first go-around here on the track right now, Moto 12. St. Vincent, Vians, Newton, Crocker, Mack, Whitlow, and Embry. See what's going on here with a whole shot. I see boosted colors out there. I see Fly's own colors on the top spot. Yeah, and out of Bermsville we go and headed down that 2 straightaway. Top 3 moving on. We're taking 3 here. 547 bike out front right now. That's got to be Nitro Newton out there. Nitro Newton in the top spot. Boosted colors out there on the 2 as we head down that 3 straightaway into the final turn. Again, top 3. Top 3 moving on. Courtney, did you see we got more shirts down there for you? Okay. Yeah, and out of that final turn we go and headed down the back straightaway. Again, Nitro Newton getting it done out front. Oh, yeah. 552, I think that's Embry out there in the 2 spot. Embry's in there. Oh, battling to the line. Keep an eye on that main event. In the 282, Carson Crocker moving on. All right, we're going to fast forward back to Moto 37 here, 13 expert. Takanaga, Lane, Nalen, and Hernandez. Guys, all I'm saying, 500 novice, you're going to not want to miss that main event tonight. Whew! 4 bike charging hard here. Big So. He's in there with that one and only out of Moto 37. 38, 15 expert. Well, we got 9 riders showing up tonight in 15X. Moore, Niesman, Henderson, Suter, and Takanaga. Oh, yeah, and out of Bermzilla we go here, headed on the 2 straightaway. That's got to be Henderson. 13 by Cavi Henderson out front right now as we charge hard on that 3 straightaway. Top 2 moving on. Second go-round, we'll combine up 38 and 39 and take 4 more. So, guys, that one's going to be 8 wide. 8 wide come main event time and 15 expert tonight. Keep an eye on that one. Gold Cup 3 coming on through. Takanaga and Henderson. Hey, we need to see Dex Ike and the parents of Dex Ike back in staging quick. And second go-round, we're looking for you guys. Second go-round, looking for you. That's all the vintage riders as well. Looking for you. 41-45 expert out there, Scuduto, Foster, and Zimmerman. Manahano took that one and only out of Moto 40. Yeah, we got Foster coming on through with a low point. Zimmerman's going to get the 2 out there. Scuduto, the 3 out of Moto 41. 42 out there, 46-50 expert, Melton, Pulaski, and Mock. Yeah, it's got to be Melton. Kegel's Bike Shop colors out front with a hole shot. Yeah, Melton coming on that 2 straightaway. Yeah, guys, second go-rounds. Head on up to staging. Vintage riders, take those last few breaths off the oxygen tank and head on up, second go-round. We'll get started here pretty quick. Melton's going to get the low point. Oh, yeah, Mock with a 2 and Pulaski with a 3 out of Moto 42. That moves us on into our balance bike riders.
Can you give me Sawyer St. Clair, please, Gary?
Hey, we need Sawyer St. Clair up there. Sawyer St. Clair looking for you. So, guys, real quick, after second go-round, well, we'll fill you in on that when we get there. All right, one last call. Sawyer St. Clair. Anybody see Sawyer St. Clair out there? Might be down there in the tent, Nelson. Maxing out some elotes. That's where I'd be. All right, we're going to run it. 4 and the 3-year-old. We've got a 1-year-old up here? Oh, yeah, gate is down, and we're rolling out there. Guys, we have a 1-year-old on the track, it says here. Max Wynn. Max Wynn out there, 1 year old. And shredding by the looks of it, Eric. Wow. Got Randy Wallen, Elsa Schott, Max Wynn, and Bailey Moore on the track right now. Oh, yeah. Again, yeah, we got a 1-year-old rider out there, Rockford. Wow. Got to be the 399. Elsa Schott out there in the top spot. Around that 2-turn we going. I know. Faster than Eric and I at 1 year old. It's impressive. 579 bike out there, Bailey Moore. More around that two-turn we go. 473 bike, 413 bike, Randy Wallen. And the 646, Max Wynn. Lincoln, you're missing your little brother's lap, dude. He's crushing it, too. You better run. You better run. He's 2. Oh, I got one here. He's 2. Still, that's pretty unbelievable. 2 years old. Eric, what were you doing at 2? I couldn't even talk yet. No, not at all. I wore my diaper till I was 7 or 8. Not really. 399 bike coming on through. Elsa Schatz in there. Oh, yeah, coming on that back straightaway. Midwest Militia colors out there. We got Stephen James out there doing more hot laps. 579 bike coming on through. Bailey Moore. Moore's in there. Little Mario charge. Whoop, 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 whoop. It's got to be the 413 Randy Wallen coming on through. And 2 years old, 646 Max Wynn. Is that Max's first lap out there? Is today his first race? Guys, we got a 2-year-old. It's their first race ever out here. Max Wynn. Nice job, Max. Yeah, look at him go. He's going to keep on going. All the way. You got to reel him back in. All right, Vintage Riders, looking for you guys. Vintage Riders, you are up. Second go-round. Locked and loaded right now. Vintage Riders. Report to staging.
I want to
All right, we're locked and loaded up there. Second go-rounds. A group here in the 80s class. 80s PK Ripper, 83 Diamondback, and an 86 Diamondback. Here we go. Yeah, gate comes crashing down. Here we go. Headed down that Rockford drop. Second go around here, the 80s class. We're looking for 2 more here in Group A. Again, 80s PK Ripper. We got a 83 Diamondback and an 86 Diamondback. Oh, here we go. Headed down that 2 straightaway. That's the 211 bike out there. The 86 Diamondback racing out there on the top spot. We got Gianna Roby out there in the 2. She's riding a 80s PK Ripper. Yeah, buddy, coming down that 3 straightaway. Again, racing out there, 86 Diamondback up front right now. Got a battle going on with the 80s PK Ripper. Gianna Roby out there in the 2 bike. Coming down that back straightaway, across the line we go. That's what we're going to get. The 80s PK Rippers in there with the 86 Diamondback. Moving on out of Group A. Group B up there. Looking at that 79 Scrambler, the 81 Red Line, and the 80s Mongoose. Here we go. Yeah, gate comes crashing now. Oh, look at the pop from Schley out there in the 72. Yeah, 79 Scrambler's got a pretty good hole shot going on. Coming down, that's first straightaway into the ever so popular Bermzilla. Got an 80s Mongoose out there in the 1 bike. Schley out there, 72. 79 Scrambler just trying to keep it together down there. Literally keep it together down there. Pulaski heading down that 3 straightaway. Oh, yeah, in and out of that final turn, looking for 2 more here. That's going to fill it up 8 wide in the 80s class. 1 bike, the 80s Mongoose Cruiser coming on through. Yeah, that's in there. Josh in there with the 80s Mongoose Cruiser, and Schley in there with a 79 Scrambler. Yeah, buddy. Kevro crossing the line, the 81 Red Line. All right, 90s class up. Looking like the 94 Auburn, the 95 Supercross, 99 General Lee, 99 Haro, 98 Powerlight, and the 90s Redline. Here we go. Yeah, gates down. Here we go. Heading down the Rockford drop, looking for two more. I got Monahano out there in the Supercross going upstairs. Oh, yeah, it's got to be the 95 Supercross out front right now. Rockford, we've got the Mini Mangler out there, and George's 99 Haro in the 2 spot. Yeah, around that tower turn we go, and headed on the 3 straightaway. That General Lee's going upstairs. DJ Dan, we should have queued up the General Lee. Yeah, and out of that final turn we go, and coming back this way, looking for two more for that main event. 95 Supercross coming on through. 95 Supercross is in there with a 122. That's got to be the 99 Haro. Yeah, Mangler's 99 Haro. Second group up there, 98 Dyno Comp, 96 Elf, 99 Speed Series, and 98 GT, 99 Kappa, and the 90 Elf Pro Model 24. Here we go. Yeah, gate comes crashing down, and we're rolling. Oh, do I see Brian Gunyon himself jumping out front in a hurry? G-Force is in the house tonight. Yeah, heading into that first turn. Oh, G-Force to the inside. Gunyon moving up to that 2 spot. Yeah, around the tower turn we go. Oh, Gunyon on the move, headed down that 3 straightaway. Glide out front right now. That's got to be the Elf out front right now, the 96. Look at this battle going on the back straightaway. G-Force. Let's see if he's still got the pole coming back this way. Oh, yeah, the 104 bike. Whew.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was a close one. Who got it?
I don't know.
That's looking like the 104. Brian Gunyon got it at the line. G-Force made it happen. Yeah, G-Force is in there with the Elf ridden by Garrett Galida. So that's going to set it up 8 wide for that main event, guys. We'll do some roll downs. You can get a better look at the bikes. That's going to be a good time come main event time. All right, second go rounds. Here we go. 7-8 mixed open, Moto 1. Should have Wynn, Rogers, Mack, and Galida. 'Yeah, it's got to be Moto 1 out there. Second go-rounds on the track right now. Should have Wynn, Rogers, Mack, and Galida. Yeah, it's got to be the 15 bike out front right now. The Miracle Girl out front. Looking at top three moving on here as we head down that 3 straightaway into the final turn. It's got to be Amira Rogers in the 15. She's got the lead going on here as we head into that final turn. I see Broke Folk colors on the bubble out there for that third qualifying spot. That's got to be the dude, Connor Mack. He's got company coming. Wynn. Oh, Wynn trying to get in there. So we head back this way, the 57, the Rocket's in there, and the 156 going to hold on to it, the dude, Connor Mack. Eleven 12 mixed open, coming back this way in a hurry. Moto 2, Chunky Face Cragen on the top spot. She's going to move it on through with a 118, Kachow. Kachow, you guys are awfully quiet tonight. Somebody got laryngitis down there or something? Man, usually I'm deaf in my right ear because of you guys. Huh? 9-10 open. Coming back in this way in a hurry. That's the Hunter Tarn James. So it looks like Hinderleiter and Teague all tied up with 5 points each. So yeah, guys, the main events, here's how it's going to go for main events. Directly after second go-round, tonight is our Race for Life race, so we're going to award some recipients for Race for Life tonight. We're going to bring those guys up, let you know how much money they raised. Top 4 moving on here. Yeah, we're going to bring them up, let you know how much money they raised. A lot of hard work and effort went into that Race for Life this year. So we'll get them up here first thing. Then we're going to run our vintage main event, roll downs included. And guys, right after the vintage race, we're going to do a little award ceremony in the starting hill for them. And then we'll run our main events. So that's how it'll go, guys. Race for Life. We're going to get you guys up here after second go-round. Present some awards for Race for Life. Then we'll get our vintage main events and our vintage award show followed directly after. So Henderson and Michelson, 3 points, all tied up. 15-16 girls cruise out there, Moto 6. Gifford, Henderson, and Pearson. Gifford charging hard, coming down that back straightaway. The one bike, Gifford coming on through. Oh, Steezy giving it a good run to the line. Steezy almost took it away, but Gifford will get that low point. Steezy with a 2 and Henderson with a 3 out of Moto 6. Moto 7 out there, 36-40. Women's cruiser, Whidbey, Carmody, Melton. Yeah, it's got to be Whidbey leading the charge. Melton hot on her heels on the 2 spot. Kegel's Bike Shop colors out there. Running it, coming down that back straightaway. Whidbey up front right now on the 9 bike. Whidbey coming on through. She'll get the low point. 7 bike of Melton with a 2 and the 978 of Carmody with a 3 out of Moto 7. Moto 8 up there, 10 cruiser. First go around, Hertel got the low point. The Hunter got the 2. And the boss, Dex Ike, got the 3. Yeah, gates down. Here we go. Rolling, heading down that first straightaway. I see Hertel jumping out front in a hurry. State 1. Oh, Hertel on the inside, the Hunter on the outside. Yeah, coming down that 2 straightaway. They're bar to bar. Around that 2 turn we go and headed down the 3 straightaway. That's got to be the Menace. Skylar Hertel up front right now. The Hunter out there in the 2 spot. Oh, yeah, in and out of that final turn we go. The Hunter, oh, he's giving it a look. Coming down that back straightaway. Oh, here comes the Hunter, charging hard. Hertel in there with a low point. He'll get it done one more time. James with a 2 and the boss, Dex Ike, with a 3. 17 bike coming on through. Phoenix Henderson with a low point. The 27 of Michelson will get the 2. And the 005 Parker Williams with a 3 out of Moto 9. Moto 10 out there, 15 cruiser. Tyndall, Henderson, and Bungie. Yeah, and out of that final turn we go. I think that's C-Man, Tyndall. 6 bike out front. Oh, here comes Bungie charging on the 19. Oh, Tyndall will get it. Bungie with a 2. So, guys, we did a video review at the finish line on our vintage race. It was pretty close to call. We called Gunyon, but we took a look at it. Actually, Wynn got it. So, vintage race, G-Force, man, I love you to death, but Wynn got you at the finish line. So, again, that was the 90s class. Looks like the 104 did not get that second qualifying spot. Gunyon and Wynn on the 106 did. He got it. Good race, though. Mox in there with Pulaski moving on out of Moto 11. 12 out there. 500 novice looking at Sunshine. Hurricane Josie, Peaches Mac, and Princess Whitlow. Yeah, heading down that 2 straightaway. That's got to be the 482 bike out front right now. 516 in the 2 spot. We're looking at 3. Top 3 moving on. Sunshine charging hard on that 3 straightaway. Trying to get in the mix. Well, right now, Broke Folk Racing colors out front. It's got to be Peaches Mac. Again, guys, directly after second go-round, we're going to present our awards for our Race for Life recipients. Then we'll get into our vintage main event. Quick award show for them. And then our main events. Man, look at this one in the back straightaway. We're bumper cars down there. Oh, no, the 482. 482 to 313, and Sunshine St. Vincent gets it at the line. Wow. Sunshine St. Vincent gets it done on the back straightaway. She says, see you in the mains. 13 out there, 6 novice. Looking at St. Clair, Scududo, Shot, Fisher. In and out of turn 3 we go and headed down that final straightaway. Battle's going to be for that 3rd qualifying spot. Let's see what's going on up front here as we cross the line and bring it on back to the stripe. That's got to be the 259 bike in there with a 586. And one more spot up for grabs. The 270 bike, Landon St. Clair getting it done out there on the 13. 14-7 novice. King, Hart, and Crocker. Again, guys, we did a photo review at the finish line. Wynn got that qualifying spot in the 90s class. Good race, though. 49 bike coming on through. 49 bikes in there with a low point. Looks like the 636. Hart with a 2 and Crocker with a 3. $11 novice out there, Moto 15. Looking at Tubbs, Roby, and Hinderleiter. Yeah, coming down that back straightaway, the 12 bike in there, the Moose. The Moose, Hinderleiter in there. We got one more spot up for grabs. Tubbs and Bam Bam. Oh, the 526 Bam Bam got it done out there. Good job. Good try, Renly. Good try, buddy. 13 novice out there, Swain, Outson, Hill. Total points action here in Moto 16. Man, Showtime Swain leading the charge. Showtime getting it done out there. Yeah, Showtime's in there. Got another low point going on. Battle's going to be between Outson and Hill. Outson got a good run. Let's see if he pedals past the finish line this go round. Oh, you got to keep pedaling, Aaron. You got to keep pedaling out there. And Hill's going to get a 3. Close 3, though. 16 novice out there. First go round. Russell got the low point. G-Force Roby got the 2. And Chesser with a 3. And that's how it'll go here in Moto 17. Russell, Roby, and Chesser out there out of Moto 17. 18 in the track right now, 26-35 novice. Looking at Embry, Perkins, and Newton. It's got to be Embry up front right now, 792 bike. Boosted BMX colors leading the charge. We head down that back straightaway looking for one more. Battle's going to be for that second qualifying spot. Not a total points race here. Oh, all the way to the stripe we go with a 577. Matt Newton getting it done out there. On a Moto 18, 19 in the track right now, 36-40 novice. Looking at Burke, Whitby, and Davey. Yeah, heading down that 3 straightaway and out of that final turn. Top 2 moving on, top 2. Bringing it back this way, across the line we go, going upstairs. Yeah, buddy, 635 in there with a 252. Justin Burke and Nicholas Davey moving on out of 19. Yeah, 20 on the track right now, 41-45 novice. Shot, James, and Tuggle. Again, guys, all of our Race for Life recipients, we're going to need some bodies down there by the starting hill so we can make some noise. All these riders raise money for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. And I saw some of the numbers on those envelopes, man. Big numbers coming out of Rockford this year. James going to get the low point out there all tied up with Shot for that third go-around main event. 46-50 novice out there, 21. Should have Barnes, Michelson, Rodriguez. Yeah, around that 2 turn we go and headed down the 3 straightaway. The Candyman out front right now. Candyman leading the charge here as we head down that back straightaway. Total points action. Oh, Michelson's got company coming. Oh, here we go. Rodriguez trying to get in there. Oh, Rodriguez goes right past him at the line. Oh, Drexel, Ensley, you just got something to let Dad hear about all night tonight. Gotta pedal past the line. So Michelson will get the 3. Rodriguez got the 2. They'll be all tied up, 5 points each. 7 in or out there, 22. Looking at Whitlow, Bross, Dempsey, Mack, and Scootin' Newton. Top 4 moving on. As we bring it back this way, 115's in there. The 156 is in there. 139 and the 215 all moving on. 8 in, 23 out there. Hernandez, Moore, Galida, and Michelson. Top three headed straight to the show here as we head on down that back straightaway. We got Gold Cup colors up front. Yeah, it's got to be the Gold Cup 2. Ensley, Michelson. Got the 150 and the 57 on there with her. That's Chucky Moore and the Rocket, Austin Galida. 24 out there, 9 inner, Tazbeer, Fahey, and Hernandez. Shout out to Taz. If you're watching on the live feed, I got a hunch you are. Coming down that back straightaway, total points action here. The 116, Adrian Hernandez. Got the low point first go around, Gold Cup 1. Super Cooper charging hard. He'll get the 2 out there. And Cluck and Kens, she'll get the 3 out of Moto 24. 25 out there, 11 intermediate. Zimmerman, Henderson, and Chow. And total points, nope. 2 riders moving on. 3 riders on the track. 2 riders moving on. Oh, Zimmerman giving it a good charge here on the back straightaway. Kachow in there. And the star's in there with Kachow in the 118 moving on out of 25. 26-13 in or out there. Swain, Ferry, and Geiger. Yeah, headed down that 3 straightaway to the final turn. Midwest Militia colors out front right now. I think that's Sassy Pants Swain leading the charge. No, that's Geiger out there. Geiger, 22 bike. She's got things going her way as we head back this way. 22 bike in there with the 16, Chris Ferry, moving on out of 26. 27 out there, 15 in there. Looking at Nelson, Scaduto, and Bruner. It's got to be Bruner out front right now. Scaduto, Nelson back there, 2 and 3. I think Nelson's got it going on. Man. You know, I've looked down here on the infield every single lap of Avery Nelson's race. Every single lap this summer, and I have seen Jake Nelson down there every single lap. But I did not see Jake Nelson in the gate for the 90s class tonight. And for that I'm disappointed, Mr. Nelson. Yeah, 28 out there, 16 in there. Total points action here. First go around, Speed Queen got it. No. Cragen got the 2 out there. Manahano got the 3 out of Moto 28. 29 out there, 21, 25 in her. Harold, Fennessy, and Utzinger. Yeah. Look at the vapor trail out front right now. Man. All gas from this guy. 77 bike in there, Harold, and the 170, Utzinger. All gas for that guy. I hope he had goggles on. Guy's going to have some pink eyes in the main event. 41-45 in her. 30 out there. Galida, Scholes, Fennessy. And it's got to be Double G up front right now. Double G in the top spot. 54 bike coming on through. Double G. Yeah, coming on through. He's got the low point one more time. Scholes with the 2 and Fennessy with the 3. Out of Moto 30. 31 out there. 7 girls expert. Should have Rogers, Henderson, and Ike. Yeah, headed around that 2 turn. And down the 3 straightaway. What's up, buddy? Hey, good job out there first go around. Looking fast. Do it in the mains. Do it in the mains. Yeah, coming on that back straightaway. Total points action here in 31. 7 girls experts. We got the 3 bike in there. Ooh, the 3 bike's going to get the low point this go around. So Rogers will get a 2. They'll be all tied up, 3 points each. Out of 31, 32 out there, 8 girls expert. Rogers, Donnell, and Henderson. Donnell's got it going on. Donnell's looking to tie it up here, 3 points each with the Wrath, Layla Rogers, and 7 girls expert. Yeah, still Bad Barbie coming on that back straight. Bad Barbie trying to get it done here as we cross the line and head on to the stripe. That's how it's going to go. She'll tie it up. 3 points each with Donnell and Rogers. 15-16 girls expert, 33 looking at Parham, Gifford, and Pearson. Parham out front right now, total points action. First go around, she got the low point. Looks like she'll get it done one more time here. Parham's in there with a low point, the 5 bike. Gifford with a 2, and Pearson with a 3 out of Moto 33. 34, 9 expert, looking at Hamilton, Teague, and James. Turbo Turner getting it done out there. Turbo Turner on the low point. Teague out there with a 2, James in the 3. Anything can change in this one. Anything can change in a Tarn James moto. Yeah, buddy. Coming on back this way, 37 bike. Turbo Tanner's in there. Teague's going to hold on to the 2. James will get a 3 out of Moto 34. 35 out there, 11 expert. Paul, where were you in the vintage race? Of all the people I was hoping to see in the gate tonight, I said, where? Oh, the wife said no. Okay, that's valid. That's good. There's merit there. 36 bike coming on through with a low point. The State 3. Hertel's going to get the 2. Farr's going to take a 3 out there in Moto 35. Think of how many injuries would have been avoided if the wife would have just said no. 12 expert out there, 36. Rocket Ray coming on through. He's gone. He's in there with a low point, Gold Cup 2, Michelson with a 2, and Ferry with a 3. Again, guys, directly after our second go-round, we've got some Race for Life certificates we're going to present. So we're going to need some bodies down there at the starting hill. A lot of money raised in Rockford this year. So directly after second go-round, going to need some bodies down there at that starting hill. We'll call up our Race for Life recipients, and then we'll get started with that vintage main event. 44 bike coming on through with the 29 moving on out of 37. The 38 out there is going to be combined up with 39 and 15 expert. Well, yeah, looks like we got a boat ride out here. All 4 riders moving on. And 15 expert, Zachary Moore, Mason Niesman, Wesley Suter, and the Flying Hawaiian, Brendan Ramirez. He's got it going on right now around that 2-turn. Look at this guy. He is flying out there. Ramirez in the top spot. Yeah, heading down that back straightaway. Again, all 4 riders moving on straight to that main event. All 4 riders moving on to the main. 17-20 expert out there, Moto 40. Arrington, Carmody, and Henderson. Oh, yeah, it's got to be Arrington out front right now. Monahano in the 2 spot. Was that M that I just heard? I love that kid. Hey, M. M. I like that monster voice you just used cheering for Dad. That was good stuff. I like that monster voice. I flinched up here. That was so scary. Yeah, looks like Arrington and Henderson cruising on through out of Moto 40. 41 out there, 41-45 expert. Foster, Zimmerman, Scaduto. Foster up front right now. Total points action here. Zimmerman, Scaduto, 2 and 3. Yeah, Scaduto out there in the 2 spot. See if he can hold on to it. Here comes Zimmerman. Scaduto, Zimmerman. Nobody's hitting brakes in this one. Zimmerman's going to get the 2 out there. Scaduto, close 3. Good battle out there. Man, 46-50 expert on the track right now. 42. Melton, Mock, Pulaski. Melton got the low point first go-round. He's got it going on here. Second go-round. Mock out there in the 2. Tony Mock here from McHenry, Illinois. Yeah, buddy. Pulaski out there in the 3 as we head down that 3 straightaway. Oh. Melton, he's going to get it done one more time. And a low point, Mock with a 2, Pulaski with a 3. And that brings us to our Strider riders. Well, yeah, gate is down, and Strider riders on the track right now. Yeah, headed on that first straightaway. Again, Strider's on the track right now. Should have Randy Wallen, Sawyer St. Clair, Elsa Schott, Max Wynn, and Bailey Moore. And need I remind you guys, Max Wynn, 2 years old, and it's his first race ever out here. Yeah, buddy. Ivan, you want to jump in there? No? 442 bike out there on the 2 spot. That's got to be Sawyer St. Clair rounding that 2-turn. Yeah, the 473 bike out there. Oh, 646 in the 473. 413, that is. That's got to be Max Wynn and Randy Wallen bumping bars out there. Again, guys, that vintage race after a photo finish review, Wynn got the transfer in the 90s class, took it away from G-Force at the line. All that means is that G-Force went home to train tonight. That's all that means. He'll be back out here next weekend. I know that guy. G-Force, see you next weekend. Yeah, coming on that back straightaway, the 399 bike. Elsa Schatz in there. Nice job, Elsa. Big old smile to go along with it. We got a bar-to-bar battle going on here. Heading down that back straightaway. Again, we're going to need some bodies down there at the starting hill, guys. Race for Life certificates coming up here next. Gonna need some bodies down there. Yeah, 442 coming on through. That's got to be Sawyer St. Clair. You want to jump in there? All right, Sawyer St. Clair coming on through. Look at Max Wynn out there. Sign him up for the pro class. He's ready to go. 473 and the 442 coming on through. Randy Wall and Sawyer St. Clair. And the 579. Ben, he's ready. He's ready. A nice job. All of our Strider riders, good work out there. All right, guys, head on down to the starting hill. Let me get some bodies down here, guys. Rockford, every year, our local Rockford BMX community here, we pull together and we raise quite a bit of money for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. That's what tonight's race is all about. Race for Life here tonight, guys. This is something our track is really proud of, something our community is really proud of out here. A lot of money getting raised. And word on the streets, Jim, we've got some riders here. They raised over $1,000. They get to pie Jake, the track operator, Jake Carroll. Some of these riders might be too afraid to pie Jake Carroll. They might be pieing Brandon Carroll. I'm saying. And usually the announcer is not valid for said pieing, but I think this year we got to make him valid. I know. I like pie. All right, guys, we're going to call these riders up here. Look at this stack of certificates in Rockford right now. This is going to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. We do this every year, something our track and our community is very proud of. So please, when I read these names, we got to make some noise. We got to erupt for these riders out here. So we're going to call them up one at a time. We're going to have you line up here so we can get Eric with a picture. Let's get them up here. Starting out first. Yeah, bringing in $50 cash, Sawyer St. Clair. Sawyer St. Clair. Oh, where we at, Rockford? We got a little more than that. Nice job, Sawyer. Nice job. Sawyer's like, what did I do? I just looked adorable and somebody handed me a 50. I don't know. All right, up next. Bringing in $65, Allison Hayward. Allison Hayward. Are they here? They're not here. Not here tonight. All right, up next, bringing in $85, Emerson Hayward, also probably not here. But great job, Emerson Hayward, bringing in $85. Bringing in the 90, Landon St. Clair. Landon St. Clair. I know Landon's here. Anybody see Landon St. Clair? Yeah, he was just standing here a second ago. Hey, Landon St. Clair, wherever you're at. We got a certificate for you, Landon. Come on up. Is he coming? All right, he's coming up here. He's sprinting. He should be coming here in a second if he's sprinting. Landon, come on up, buddy. We got a certificate for you. There he comes. Yeah, hitting the streets out there. He brought in $85. Nice job, Landon. Yeah, good work, buddy. All right, guys, moving on up to the triple digits. Bringing in $100. Jackson Hayward. Not here, okay? All right, bringing up. We're into our top 5. Bringing in $360. Carter Lane. Hawk Lane. Nice job, Carter. $360. Nice job, Carter. All right, this next rider bringing in $510. And it's his birthday tonight, so a little extra volume for the hunter, Taryn James. Yep, he gets to throw some pies.
And that too.
Now again, if you raise more than $350, guys, start thinking about who you're gonna pie. Okay? Taryn, who you gonna pie, Dad? For sure. For sure. All right, guys, this brings us to our podium. Our top 3. Bringing in $515. Sassy Pants Swain. Sassy Pants, who we pieing? Who we pieing? Yep. Brandon Carroll. You're going to pie Cody? What? He's such a nice guy. All right, guys. Our top 2. Top 2. Bringing in $700. Tucker St. Vincent. Who you pieing? Who you pieing?
Daddy.
He's pieing Mom and Dad. Oh, yeah. You see all that work, all that support all year, and you get a pie in the face for it. All right, guys. Now, a few weeks back when we started our Race for Life, Jake made a deal, okay? He said, if anybody out here brings in $1,000 or more, it's never happened in the history of Rockford BMX. He said, you bring in $1,000 or more, and you can pie Jake.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Okay? Never in the history of Rockford BMX has Jake put himself in that category. And this rider raised $1,750. $1,750. Now, I had a couple conversations with this rider, and I said, what are you going to do? You get to pie Jake. And he said, I don't think I can pie Jake. He said, I'll start thinking about who I'll substitute for Jake. So let's find out, Rockford. Let's make some noise for our number 1 fundraiser, $1,750, Mr. Rocket Ray Stewart. Now, Ray, the question everybody's dying to answer here. Everybody's dying to know. You get to pie Jake.
So here's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I have 2 pies.
2 pies.
Third one's
Okay, all right.
So I'm going to have you 3 lined up.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
And the thing is, I will only pie 2 of you. So it'll be
Oh, okay. Here, did you guys hear that? Here's what Ray's going to do. He's going to line up Jake, Brandon, and myself. He's going to have 2 pies, and we're going to find out who's getting pied. All I'm saying is make sure mine is the French silk, not the cheesecake. Okay?
I get to pick the day, and I'm going to go on vacation.
Jake said he gets to pick the day to go on vacation. Might be that day. Guys, one more time. Can we get a little bit of love for all of our riders up here working hard? For leukemia and lymphoma, the Race for Life, great job. All of you riders, we couldn't be more proud of you. Awesome work. And we'll see you guys for some pie here coming up. Oh, it's on. It's on. Great job, Ray. Great job. Yeah, let's get them together and get a picture. $1,700. Ray, what were you doing? You were showing up at churches with tithing plates, weren't you? Yeah, I know how you roll. Yeah, Snowmobile Club. Hey, all jokes aside, man, awesome job, all you riders. Let's hear it for one more time, Rockford. Great job, all of our riders. Raising the funds for leukemia and lymphoma. Awesome work, guys. All right, up next real quick. You want this?
We're going to do Jim next. You lead into it.
All right, guys, up next again this weekend. This is our vintage weekend, our vintage race, our gigantic show that's happened up here. That show has been going on out here for 26 years. And the guy here tonight, responsible, we've got him in the house. He's been out here 26 years bringing the oldest show in the Midwest to Rockford. And we wanted to say a couple things. Jake wants to say a couple things, and we've got something for you.
Yes, getting back to our vintage celebration today, Jim, really nice turnout. What were your thoughts with your crowd there today?
I thought we had a wonderful turnout today. The show just keeps growing and growing. Lots of people. It's great to see younger people coming out and checking out the bikes, checking out the history of BMX, and to be honest, it's really an honor to be part of Rockford and all the generosity that you've given me.
Well, I gotta agree with Jim. 26 years and going back that far, and yes, I've been here at least that long. But all the experiences that we shared with his crew, the vintage people, has been nothing but fun and just a great pleasure to be able to keep bringing them back. And today, first time in a lot of years where I had time to actually spend some time at their event, and I didn't really realize how well and what a group of people that he was bringing to Rockford. And I had a chance to visit with a lot of our racers. We had an open track, and I really, really enjoyed that. It was really pleasant, and the riders had fun, and just being able to visit with so many of you folks out there was a real pleasure. Jim, we have a little something that we want to present to you, our way of saying thank you, and let me read the inscription on the bottom, if you would hold that for me. To Jim Hubert, celebrating 26 years, his contribution to make the Rockford BMX Old School and Vintage Show the longest running show of its kind in the Midwest. Thank you, Jim, for keeping BMX rad now and for many laps still to come. Jim, congratulations, and thank you. And we had something new that we did this year, and Jim wanted to take a souvenir home, and he didn't know that we had already planned for that. So, Jim, we tied this into your event, 26 years, and it's our way of saying thank you, thank you. Okay, let's hear it for Jim Bird.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I'm hugging you. You're getting old school. Thank you.
All right, I guess we are ready to move on with our race. Okay.
All right, guys, we're going to run our vintage main events. Vintage main events, you'll be up first. We're going to hold off on the mains and bring everybody out here to spectate if you guys want to come watch. So yeah, guys, if you want to watch, come on down to the infield. We're going to run our vintage main events. We're going to do a quick award show right after they're done, guys. Really cool number plates brought to you by Mr. Garrett Galida himself. We got some cool number plates in the house tonight. So awards going down. Vintage Riders. Vintage Riders, as you cross the finish line, just head on over here down to the starting hill, and we'll get our award show done right away. All right, Tucker St. Vincent's got a missing bike down here. So yeah, guys, vintage main event. We're going to run this first. If you guys want to spectate, go ahead and come on down to the infield. We will wait to line you up until after that award show. So anybody back there in staging, you're welcome. Come on down to the infield. Yeah. Rockford BMX. You guys having a good time? Our vintage weekend out here tonight. Beautiful Saturday night, guys. Everybody that showed up tonight to have a good time with us. Our old school show and swap up on the hill. Our vintage riders. Everybody in the house tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What an awesome time. Guys, we've got some main events. 80s bikes, 90s bikes, riders. We're going to have a trophy presentation right after the mains just for you guys. All right, let's introduce you to the cast and crew here in the 80s class. And as always, DJ Dan on the tunes tonight, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's get it started out first here, getting it done in an 89 Supercross on the 280 bike. Let's bring Jeff on down, Mr. Jeff Schulz. Look at that jersey. That's a finely dressed man right there. All right, up next, get it done the 79 Redline, the 312 bike. Connor, bring it on down. Mr. Connor Fennessy, the con man himself. Get it done on a 79 Redline. Oh, yeah, up next, doing it on the 80s PK Ripper. On the 2 bike, Gianna Roby. With the everly so off-white mags. Used to be white. Used to be white. Still got good days ahead of him, too. Get it done in an 86 Diamondback. On your 211 bike, racing. Oh, yeah, check that out. 86 Diamondback. Oh, yeah, look for tight chains down there. I heard a lot of chain slap first go around. All right, up next. Guys, this is a pretty cool story behind this bike. This is the bike that this next rider grew up riding. He had a chance to find one, got it back underneath him, got some era-specific parts, I think today, actually. That's a 79 Scrambler and a 72 bike, Mr. Troy Schley. Doing it for Jake's racing team out there. Yeah, up next, getting it done in the 80s SE quad angle on the 90 by Colin. Look at that beautiful yellow quad angle. Man. All right, now, Scotty, I'm seeing the year 1963 up here. Is that correct? I'm seeing a 63 PR Zoo up here. Getting it done on the 9 bike. He reclaimed his title for the best dressed man in BMX. Make some noise for Scotty Mayfield. Look at that Patterson kit. Wow. And last but not least, getting it done on the 80s Mongoose. Getting it done with a number 1 plate. Let's make some noise for Josh, everybody. 80s Mongoose Cruiser. Look at how raked out that head tube is. Wow. Guys, 80s class, 70s class, 60s class. Gate is up. Mayfield's got the roost guard on, and here we go. Oh, yeah, Gate comes crashing down. 80s class on the track right now. Oh, I see a Supercross. I see a Supercross jumping out front in a hurry. Oh, yeah, with a whole shot going on the 80. Oh, look out. SE quad angle in the inside. Oh, yeah, I got a quad angle out front right now. We got a Mongoose in the 2 spot. 80s Mongoose trying to reel in the quad angle. Supercross colors out there in the 3. Heading down that 3 straightaway. Oh, still the quad angle out front right now. Coming down that back straightaway, Colin the 90 bike on the quad angle. Oh, bumping bars. Bumping bars, 80s style. Here we go to the stripe. Oh, yeah, the 80s quad angle. 80s Mongoose. We got a Supercross in there with a podium. Vintage riders, don't go far. We've got a trophy ceremony for you directly after the 90s class. The question on everybody's minds, what did DJ Dan queue up for the 90s class? Oh, yeah. 8 riders qualified out. We started with 16. Let's introduce you to the cast and crew out here. Starting it out first on the 97 Standard 250 and your 69 bike, Oliver Bungay. Rocking the 90s Kegels jersey out there. Oh, yeah. Guys, this is what it's all about right here. Up next, getting it done on this 95 Supercross on your 1 bike, Michael Monagano. Yeah, up next, get it done on the 92 Robinson, Mr. Kyle Zimmerman. Up next, guys, we want to give him a special shout out. He's responsible for our awards tonight. Pretty cool custom number plates going out to all 16 riders in the mains. He's doing that on a 96 Elf. Mr. Garrett Galida. Check out that Elf kit. Man. Yeah, up next, a photo finish, second go-round. He had a photo finish, G-Force, and this next rider came within inches, but he inched out to make that last qualifying spot, and all that means is Brian Gunyon, we'll see you next weekend, my friend. Getting it on in the 99 GT Speed Series, the 106 bike, Mr. Ben Wynn. All right, and last but not least, we're going to call both of these riders out at the same time. on the 99 Haro, not just any 99 Haro, his dad's actual 99 Haro from his factory Haro days, and his dad riding the 98 Kappa in his factory Haro jersey. This is what BMX is all about here, Rockford. Father and son doing it on the Haro colors. George and Will Andrews. Guys, George had to get that jersey back from a kid that he gave it to back in the day, Mr. Jordan Seward. It's signed to Jordan from George on the jersey. But he found it. He got it back, lined up, guys. This is something we want to keep doing every summer. We're going to make it a little bit bigger every year. We'll have some special guests in the house next year. 90s class. Gate is up, and here we go. Oh, did we miss one up there? Oh, we missed one up there, the 96 Auburn. Oh, the 96 Auburn. Give us a little wave up there. Mr. Hayden Arrington. Hayden, I missed ya. The wild card, man. Well, yeah, Kate comes crashing down. Oh, the wild card jumping out front in a hurry. That's got to be George Andrews up front right now on the Kappa. Moving on into Bermzilla. Oh, the Mangler. Yeah, what's he getting done on a 10-inch bike out there? The Kappa. Going upstairs, he's getting it done on the factory. Oh, no. Riders down. Oh, no. Keeping it 90s in turn 2. Man, coming down that back straightaway, looks like everybody's getting back up. Everybody's okay. Coming back through, we got a bike on the track, Somebody get that bike off the track for the bike's sake. Yeah, the 69 coming on through, the standard. We got the Elf coming on through. Rockford, make some noise for our 90s class. Wow. Man, nobody holds back on the 90s class. Woo! All right, all of our vintage riders, come on up to the starting hill. We're going to do an award ceremony for you here after we get these scored up. Man, the comp 3s don't hold in the asphalt turns. I can tell you that. All right, vintage riders, don't go far. We're totaling up those scores here. We've got some special awards coming your way. Compliments of Mr. Garrett Galida. All right. Sure, if you want to, yeah. You all right? Sorry, I missed you. I was sandwiched between two manglers. That's 90s right there. All right, guys, we're going to present our vintage riders with some special awards here. Again, quick shout out to Garrett Galida for coming up with these awards for you guys. Dialing in the old bomber artwork and the old 80s style artwork. Those turned out really nice, Garrett. All right, we'll start it out here with the 80s class, guys. 80s riders. We're going to present you guys with your plates. Bring the bikes, of course, and head on up here to the starting hill. We'll get a picture from Mr. Eric Pearson himself. All right, in 8th place, getting it done in the 80s, PK Ripper, Gianna Roby. Yeah, head up to the white line in gate 8, where you'd be in gate 8. All right, in 7th place, the 86 Diamondback 211 biker racing. Nice job, buddy. Guys, check out these custom number plates. These are the size numbers we want to see back out on the track. Yeah. All right, up next, 6th place, getting it done on the 79 red line, the 312, the con man, Connor Fennessy. All right, Scotty, what is the year on this bike? 83. Somebody wrote 63, and I said, I don't think that was around yet. No, unless there's something I don't know, which happens. Yeah, I think he was negative numbers in that year. Guys, in 5th place, doing it on the 83 PR Zoo Patterson Racing Colors, Mr. Scotty Mayfield. You know that says 63 for one reason. That's Zach Bunge's handwriting. That's why. Yeah. All right, 4th place on the 79 Scrambler. He couldn't be happier right now. Mr. Troy Schley. Awesome. Troy's original bike he grew up racing. Troy, not the original. Troy, what was year number 1 for you? '90, 1990. That was year number 1. Scotty Mayfield, what was year number 1 for you? 1980 was Scotty's first race, guys. Wow. All right. And that brings us to our podium up here. Sitting on the 3 spot. Getting it done in the 89 Supercross. Mr. Jeff Schultz. Yeah, buddy. Nice job, Jeff. You could eat a piece of bacon off that thing. It's so clean. All right, on the 2 spot, doing it on the 80s Mongoose, Josh. Check out that Mongoose Cruiser. Look at that head tube. That is mellow. Father-son up here?
Father.
Oh, right on. Guys, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that till right now. Our podium 2 and our podium 1, a father-son podium out here. Sitting on top of the 80s SE Quad Angle. Let's make some noise for our winner tonight in the 80s class. Right behind Dad on the 2 spot. Make some noise for Mr. Colin Russell up there. Nice job, Colin. Father-son podium up there. That's what it's all about. It doesn't get any better than that, Rockford. Father-son podium. And he beat his dad. Guys, let's hear it one more time for the 80s class. Yeah. Rockford, what do you think? This vintage race, should we go a little bigger next year? Should we get some old pros out here next year? All right, we'll start working at it Monday morning. All right, our 90s class. Starting out first. On the 8, riding the 95 Supercross. He's grabbing it right now. He's got a little bit of bloody elbows after turn 2. Michael Monahano. Guys, Michael made it so authentic in the 90s class, he took a dive in turn 2. All right, Mike, we got your plate right over here, man. We'll get somebody to bring it to you. Viper, you want to take Mike's plate? All right, on the 7 spot, doing it on the 92 Robinson, Kyle Zimmerman. Guys, check out these custom mid-school bomber plates. Thank you to Garrett Galida for designing up these plates this year. They turned out awesome, man. People are trying to buy them. All right, getting it done on the 6th spot, doing it on the 96 Auburn, Hayden Arrington. Where you at, Hayden? Oh, my.
I'm going to give the shout award to the money open tomorrow.
Oh, my. Nice job, Hayden. All right, on the 5 spot, doing it on the 99 Haro, George's actual 99 Haro. George Andrews Jr. on George's actual Haro that he rode back in the factory Haro days. Nice job, Will. All right, taking the 4 spot after the finish line review. He made his way into the mains. Close call tonight. On the 99 GT Speed Series, Mr. Ben Wynn. Ben, it was inches. It was inches. All right, and that brings us to our podium. Lots of noise for this next rider on the 3 spot on the podium. Getting it done on a 96 Elf double cross. Responsible for tonight's awesome number plates, Mr. Garrett Galida. On the podium, too. Getting it done on a 97 standard 250. Doing it for standard country. Enough of this S&M stuff. Just kidding. Oliver Bungay. Yeah, got the 90s Kegels jersey on. And on top of the podium, guys, getting it done in the 98 Kappa. Look at that afro he brought back just for today. Superhuman hair growing abilities from this guy. Doing it on his original factory hollow jersey that he gave away. It's even signed. Look at the bottom of it. It's signed to Jordan Seward. He got it back. What'd you have to pay for that, George? Couple $100. Mr. George Andrews, everybody. Nice job, George. Yeah, let's hear it for the 90s class, guys. Again, thank you, Jim. Thank you, all the riders that participated. Thank you to the Illinois BMX Hall of Fame. They've got some hole shot awards coming out tomorrow for our double points race tomorrow. We've got a Pro-Am, money open, 12 and under, 13 and over. Guys, one more time, make some noise for all of our vintage riders in the house tonight. Great show. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, main event time. Head on back to stage, and we'll get started here pretty quick. Main events, Under the Lights, coming up next. All right, guys, the scouts are saying last call for elotes. Last call for elotes down there in the scouts tent. You better save me a cup. I didn't get one yet. All right, guys, main event time has arrived. Main events. Getting locked and loaded up there right now. Again, guys, do us a favor. Check out those pages on Facebook. Give them a like. Give them a follow if you haven't already. Illinois BMX Hall of Fame and Rockford Old School Vintage Show and Swap. Give them a like. Give them a follow. Tomorrow, the Illinois BMX Hall of Fame is going to have some whole shot awards for 12 and under, 13 and over. Money open tomorrow, guys. Get here early to sign up.
Instead of a trophy, okay?
Yeah, guys. If you're not familiar, Race for Life, tonight there is certificates to everybody in the mains. Those are available down in registration. So no trophies tonight, guys. Race for Life. Race for Life.
I had to change walkie-talkie. Got a copy?
So again, after you cross the finish line, guys, down there in registration, you will find your certificates for Race for Life. All right, Nellie B, main event time. Big thumbs up from Nellie B, Moto 1 locked and loaded, and here we go. Yeah, gates down, dropping bombs over there. Heading down that first straightaway. We got Matt Galida, Dono, and the Rogers girls in this one. Yeah, cruising on into Bermzilla. See who's got that whole shot out there. That's got to be the Wrath 13 bike. Layla Rogers out front right now. Oh, we dropped one off in turn one. Get that down rider checked out. Bad Barbie around the two-turn we go. Down rider's back up, Rockford. Just in case you wanted to get behind that down rider. They're moving. I think that's the 12 bike out there, 57 bike, wow. The Rocket, Austin Galida, he's back up and moving. Battles on the back straight. Yeah, Rogers and Bad Barbie coming back this way. Oh, bar to bar to the stripe. The Wrath getting the win out there. Bad Barbie with a 2. 156 of the Dude with a 3. You got the Miracle Girl and Galida rounding out Moto 1. 2 out there right now, 11-12 mixed open. Chow, Ferry, Parham, and Cragen. That's got to be Lydia Parham out there, Mangler colors on the top spot. Coming down that 2 straightaway, around the 2-turn we go, and headed down the 3 straightaway. Yeah, it's got to be Lydia Parham out front. Coming back this way in the final turn, Parham, Mangler colors on the top spot. How about George and Will out there in the main events in the 90s class, man? 80s class and 90s class, awesome stuff. Parham coming on through, she's going to get the win out there. Chunky face Cragen's going to get the 3. Hello. And that was Chris Ferry with a 2. Kachow with a 4 out there out of Moto 2. Moto 3, 9-10 open. James, Hinderleiter, and Teague. Total points action here. And Hinderleiter and Teague are all tied up. 5 points each. Yeah, in and out of that final turn. Guys, directly after the main events tonight, we'll hang out for a few minutes, and you know we got that foot down and bunny hop contest going on out here. Yeah, the Hunter's in there with a win. Oh, Teague with a 2. Teague in the 25 bike takes the 2. My man, Lil Wade, he's going to get a 3 out there in main Moto 3. Main Moto 4 on the track right now, 13-14 open. Stewart, Ramirez, Moore, Hernandez, Takanaga, Nayland, and Big So. Coming on that back straightaway, Gold Cup, 3 colors coming at me in a hurry. Ito, Takanaga, Big So with a 2, 44 by Canelo with a 3, Rocket Ray. Yeah, gates down, 8 and under girls cruiser out there right now, main Moto 5. All tied up here with Henderson and Michelson. Yeah, heading down that first straightaway into Bermzilla. Let's see who's got the whole shot going on. Oh, Sunflower. Henderson out front right now, coming down that 2 straightaway. Around that tower turn we go. 16 bike in the 2 spot out there. Michelson, we got Cupcake sitting in 3 as we head down that 3 straightaway. Yeah, charging hard towards turn 3. Yeah, in and out of that final turn we go. Coming down that back straightaway. Again, all tied up here with Sunflower and Michelson. Michelson charging hard towards the stripe. Here we go. The 2 bike's going to hold on to the win. Sunflower, Henderson with a win. Michelson got the 2. Cupcake got the 3. Nice race. 15-16 girls cruiser. Henderson, Gifford, Pearson. Yeah, looks like Gifford's got a pair of aces. This one should seal the deal. On the win. Again, guys, last call for the scouts for the elotes. Yeah, heading back this way. Ooh, Steezy got the lap, but overall win went to Remy Gifford. On the 1 bike, looks like 13 bike of Pearson with a 2, and the B bike of the Star with a 3. Main Moto 7 out there, 36-40 women's cruiser, Whidbey, Carmody, and Melton Gesundheit. Yeah, it's got to be Whidbey leading the charge. 9 bike out front right now and out of that final turn. Melton on the 2 as we head down that back straightaway. Whidbey, Melton, and Carmody. 1, 2, 3 is how it's going to go. Whidbey, Melton, Carmody. 1, 2, 3. 10 cruiser, Moto 8 out there right now. Hertel, James, and Ike. Yeah, looks like the Menace has a couple low points out there. This one should seal the deal in the win. James should have a 2. Again, happy birthday, not only to Taran James, but also to Grayson Lance. And the Candyman, JT Barnes. A lot of birthdays out here tonight. The Menace gets the win. The Hunter gets the 2. And the Boss Man, Dex Ike, will get the 3 out there out of Moto 8. Moto 9, 12 cruiser, Henderson, Michelson, Williams. It's got to be Phoenix Henderson out there in the top spot. Guys, before you take off, Troy's got a bunch of hooded sweatshirts for sale down there in the Red Roof building. If anybody needs a hoodie down there, stop down and see Troy. He's got them stocked up. Yeah, coming back this way, Henderson, 17 bike's going to get the win. Michelson going upstairs. He'll get the 2, and the Viper will take a 3 out there, Moto 9. Moto 10, 15 cruiser. Looking at Tyndall, Bungie, and Henderson. Henderson and Bungie are all tied up, 5 points each. Oh, Tyndall on the inside. Bungie drops back to 3. He's going to try to get him back down that back straightaway. Seaman is fast, though, I tell you what. Yeah, Seaman's going to get the overall win out there. Looks like the Storm will get the 2, and Happy Feet will take a 3 out of Main Moto 10. Main Moto 11, 56-60 cruiser out there. Pulaski, Melton, Henderson, and Mock. Yeah, guys, start dialing in those 80s and 90s bikes for next year now. Start combing the internet, man. Hit up Jim Halpert. He knows where the good deals are. Yeah, start dialing them in. Next year's vintage race, I got a feeling it's going to be stacked out here. 1 bike, the Monster. Ooh, Melton with a 2. Looking like Mock with a 3, Pulaski with a 4 out of Main Moto 11. Main Moto 12, 5 and under novice on the track right now. Oh, yeah, St. Vincent, Newton, Crocker, Mac, Whitlow, and Embry. All bunched up as we head on into that first turn, a.k.a. Bermzilla. Is that my man Nitro Newton out there? Nitro. Yeah, he's got the whole shot going on down that 2 straightaway. That's got to be the 547 bike. Nitro Newton's got Embry hot on his heels in the 2 spot. Embry trying to reel him in. Yeah, Nitro. Embry, 1 and 2 as we head down that 3 straightaway. Into the final turn. Embry trying to reel him in down the back straight, but right now it's all Nitro Newton. Yeah, coming down that back straightaway. 5 and under novice. Coming in hot. Nitro Newton's got the lead going on. Cross the line and to the stripe. Nitro Newton's going to get the win. Embry with a 2. Oh, yeah, still battling out there. The 282 bike. 282 bike with a podium 3. That's going to be Carson Crocker out there with a podium 3. Nice job. 5 and under novice. Always a heater come main event time. Yeah, moving on. 13 out there. 6 novice. St. Clair, Schott, Smith, Fisher, and Tingham. Yeah, that's got to be Bryson Smith out there. 626 bike leading the charge. Heading down that 3 straightaway. He's got company coming. Cash Money Tingham out there in the 2 spot. Man, when is Brian Lawler going to get a 90s bike together? and get out here for the vintage race. I gave him a Y issue from the 90s. What do you need? You need some valve caps? Yeah, 626 coming on through with a big win here. 531 Cash Money with a 2. 586 Rua Fisher with a podium 3. Yeah, nice job, Rua. Main moto 14 on the track right now. 7 novice. Looking at King, Hart, and Crocker. Heading down that 2 straightaway 49 bike. That's got to be Kellyanna King. Fly zone style down that 3 straightaway. Heading towards that final turn. Well, yeah. In and out of that final turn. That's got to be Kellyanna King. All fly zone right now as we bring it back to the line. Yeah, King, big win here in 7 novice. Looks like the 636 Stephen Hart will take the 2. And Brayley Crocker, nice job out there, Brayley. Good to see you in the gate. Kellyanna King, was that your first win down there? I'm hearing it might be your first win. Great job. 11 novice coming back this way. Roby, Mack, Hinderleiter. Oh, Sweet Pea and the Moose on the loose. Coming back this way, the 43 bike. Sweet Pea's in there with a win. The Moose with the 2. And Bam Bam Roby in there with a 3. The question on everybody's mind, how many cups of corn has Jonathan Roby had today? I'm guessing at least 17. He probably had a 10-gallon bucket of corn in a bucket is what he had today. 13 novice out there in main moto 16, looking at Swain, Outson, and Hill. Outson and Hill are all tied up, 5 points each. Big win going to Showtime Swain. Showtime in there taking the win. Battle's going to be for 2 and 3. Outson, he's got a pedal. He's got a pedal. Oh, he's going to hold on to the 2. Close third is Alicia Hill. Yeah. You got 4 cups. Yeah, but how big were those cups? Are we talking Taco Bell large? Yeah. Yeah. 4 cups, but they were supersized. Coming back this way, 26-35 novice. Yeah, I'm sorry, Moto 17, 16 novice. 267 of Colin Russell's getting the win. Roby got a 2. Chester will take a 3 out there. Main Moto 17. Main Moto 18 in the track right now, 26-35 novice. Embry, Newton, and Lance. Heading down that 3 straightaway. I think that's Jacob Lance out there. 255 bike. Leading the charge in and out of that final turn as we head back this way. Yeah, Lance coming on through. He's going to get the win out there. Lance with the win. We got the 792 with a 2. Dion Embry. And the 577 with a 3 out of Main Moto 18. Main Moto 19, 36-40 novice. Burke, Davey, and Bross. Oh, yeah, Saucy Brossy Sr. charging. Yeah, heading down that 3 straightaway. He's got company coming. Oh, bumping bar ends. Here we go. Set it up for that back straight drag race. Yeah, coming back this way towards the tower. Burke, Davey, Bross. Drag race to the line. Saucy Brossy Sr. is going to get the win. Burke with a 2. Davey with a 3 out of Main Moto 19. Main Moto 20, 41, 45 novice on the track right now. James, Shot, all tied up, 3 points each. Right now, Stephen James leading the charge. Coming down that 3 straightaway into the final turn. Yeah, James out front right now. Coming down that back straightaway. Shot in the 2 spot. Coming back at me. Stephen James going to hold on to the big win here. 274. Eli Shot with a 2. And JJ Tuggle out there with a 3 out of Main Moto 20. Main Moto 21, 46-50 novice. Looks like Candyman Barnes. Got a pair of aces out there. Michelson and Rodriguez are all tied up, 5 points each. Oh, Michelson in the inside. Oh, look out. Give Jimmy a couple weeks. He'll be up there in the front. Give him a couple weeks. Yeah, headed down that 3 straightaway. Guys, if you see the Candyman back in the pits, tell him happy birthday. Coming down that back straightaway. Across the line we go and to the stripe. Candyman Barnes with the win. Yeah, looks like the 251. Michelson with a 2. And Rodriguez with a 3 out of Main Moto 21. Main Moto 22 out there. 7 intermediates on the track right now. Ike, Bross, Dempsey, St. Vincent, Wynn, Mack, and Scoot Newton. Heading down that 3 straightaway. That's got to be my man, the boss, Dex Ike. Yeah, get it done for the Hill BMX Racing Team all the way here from Shannon, Illinois. He's got it going on, heading down that back straightaway, doing it for the Hill as we cross the line and bring it on back to the stripe. The Nag 18, the boss man, taking the win. St. Vincent with a 2. The 156, the Dude with a 3. 115, podium 4 for Dempsey. 8 intergates down main moto 23, more Hinderleiter, Galida, Lance, and Michelson. Yeah, I see more Broke Folk Racing colors out front right now. I think that's my man Lil Wade. Hinderleiter out front. He's got the whole shot going on as we head down that 2 straightaway. Yeah, the A-Bike, a Hinderleiter. Got to be the 239 out there racing Grayson Lance around that 2 turn we go and headed down the 3 straightaway. Hinderleiter, Lance, 1 and 2. In and out of that final turn we go. It's all Broke Folk Racing colors on the top spot. Charging hard towards the stripe. Yeah, across the line and back this way. Lil Wade in there with a big win. 239 of Racing Grayson. The Gold Cup 2. Guys, Racing Grayson Lance, he just turned 8. How about that? Podium 2. Just turned 8. Happy birthday, buddy. Big happy birthday to my man Racing Grayson. Just turned 8. He did pretty darn good in that 8 inner class. 9 inner out there right now. Main moto 24. Got Hernandez, Tasbeer, and Fahey. Yeah, right now it's all the 116 bike. Adrian Hernandez. He's got a couple low points. Turning and burning. Yeah, coming on that back straightaway. Hernandez out front. Cross the line we go into the stripe. Yeah, the 116 of Hernandez in there with a win. The Gold Cup 1. Taking the 2. Super Cooper. Shout out to Papa Taz. I know you're watching on the live feed. Fahey with a 3. Out of main moto 24. Main moto 25, 11 inner. Krager, Geiger, Tingham, Henderson, and Chow. Yeah, and out of that final turn we go. Chunky Face Cragen up front. Oh, takes the low line. Second place rider. Got a good run going. Here we go. Cross the line to the stripe. Oh, the 2 bike's going to get it at the line. One-way BMX colors. The Star is going to get the win out there. Chunky Face gets a 2. Man, good race. Yeah, that's got to be 13 inner out there. Zimmerman, Ferry, Geiger. Yeah, it's got to be Camden Zimmerman. Yeah, Zimmerman up front right now. Kegel's Bike Shop colors. He's going to get the win. 22 bike. Geiger's going to get the 2, and the 16 is going to get the 3. 15 inner, 27 out there right now. Nelson, Tebessing, Bruner. Good battle going on here. Midwest Militia colors up front right now. Tebessing, he's got Bruner in hot pursuit all afternoon. Bruner trying to reel him in. Right now is when it counts. Tebessing up front right now. Bruner threading the needle on the white line. Cross the line we go. Oh, Tebessing going to get the win. Bruner with a 2 and the 47, and Nelson with a 3. 16 inner, main moto 28 on the track right now. Rockford, I don't want to spoil anything here, but we might have a new expert rider on the track right now. Oh, yeah, heading down that 3 straightaway. It's got to be Scuduto, Manahano, Cragen. Getting out of that final turn, that's got to be the Speed Queen herself. Kegel's Bike Shop colors. Rockford, let's make some noise for our newest expert rider. The Speed Queen herself, Jade Scuduto. Nice job, Jade. Yeah, Flying Kai got the 2 out there. Manahano got the 3. Oh, our newest expert rider, Jade Scuduto. Nice job, Jade. Yeah, 21-25 out there charging hard in main moto 29. Got the 385 bike. Albright's going to get the win out there. Looks like Tubbs got a 2. Utzinger with a 3. And hey, Pat, come up to the tower. Pat Harold, come up to the tower. You're fired. Clean out your locker. Hey, Pat, come up here real quick. 41-45 inner Shoals, Galida, Fantasy. Oh, the man himself, Double G, 54 by Garrett Galida. One more time, shout out to Garrett Galida. These awards were so cool. Garrett, these awards were so rad that Patrick Harold said, hey, what do I got to do to get one of those plates? I'm going to get some track nachos for you or something. I'll make it happen. If you can make one of those plates happen. Pat, track nachos. We got a blank one for you. You wanted one so bad. Wanted one so bad, Pat. Here you go. You wanted one so bad.
Thank you.
Track nachos, baby. Large Pepsi. Oh, yeah. I've been saving it all day. Chili cheese, baby.
That's it?
Oh, yeah.
So you want chili and cheese?
Yeah, 15 by coming on through. I think that was the Miracle Girl, Rogers. Oh, she had a tiebreaker with Henderson, so Rogers gets the win. Henderson with a 2, Ike with a 3.
Girls pizza and sour.
15-16 girls expert. No, that's 8 girls expert coming on through. That was Rogers. 13 by Rogers got the win out there. Bad Barbie got the 2. Henderson got the 3. And before that one, Miracle Girl got the win. Henderson got the 2, and Ike got the 3. Moving on, 15-16 girls expert. Lydia Parham on the 7 bike. She's going to bring it on in for the win here in 15-16 girls expert. Steezy with a 2-zy. And Remy Gifford on the 5 bike with a 3 out of Main Moto 33. Oh, yeah, overall 2, sorry. Parham got the win. Gifford with a 2. Pearson with a 3. 9 expert out there, Main Moto 34. Teague, Hamilton, and James. Oh, yeah, coming on that back straightaway. Turbo Tanner on the top spot. Bringing it on home for the win here. Looks like the 25 bike of Levi Teague with a 2. And James got a 3 out of 34. 11 expert 35 out there. Williams, Hertel, and Farr out front right now, coming on that back straightaway. It's got to be the Viper. Parker Williams coming on through. He gets the win. The Menace, Skylar Hertel gets the 2, and the State 3 of Dayton. No, hold on a second. So overall, the Viper got the win. Hertel got the 2. Farr got the 3. Yeah, moving on, 12 expert, Main Moto 36, Ferry Stewart Michelson. Looks like a Rocket Ray's got a pair of aces out there as he heads down that back straightaway, guys. One more time, he raised $1,750. Nice job, Rocket Ray. Again, we're going to line up 3 wide. Jake, Brandon, and myself, and we'll find out who's getting pied. He's not giving it away. You guys got to show up. The suspense, man. The suspense. 13 expert, Moto 37, Takanaga, Nalen, and Hernandez. Oh, yeah, it's going to be Big So. Big So coming on through. Fly Zone Colors, Big So's in there with the win. 44 bike on Nalen with a 2, Hernandez with a 3. 15 experts stacked up 8 wide, and this one more. Niesman, Henderson, Suter, Takanaga, Farr, Ramirez, and Tyndall. Yeah, it's got to be the State one out front right now. Around that 2 turn we go. Gavin Farr leading the charge. Farr heading down that 3 straight away into the final turn. I see Henderson, oh, new rider taking over that lead. Yeah, Gold Cup colors. That's got to be Ato, Takanaga, Fly Zone style for the win. Yeah, Henderson's going to get the 2. Oh, 33 came through with the line. Tyndall got the 3. 39 out there, 17-20 expert. Monahano, Arrington, and Henderson. Yeah, moving on into that first turn. That's got to be Monahano. Monahano coming down that 2 straight. Around the 2 turn, Monahano's got it going on out here. Not a total points race, guys. All 3 riders qualified to get it. Yeah, Monahano out front. He's got Henderson right there, the Monster. Taking the wide line on that back straightaway. Coming back this way towards the tower in a hurry. Monahano, Henderson. Monahano is going to get it done. Henderson with a 2 and the 49 of Arrington with a 3. Thanks, buddy. 41-45 out there, Main Moto 40. Foster should have the low point. Zimmerman with a 2, Scaduto with a 3. Guys, again, we got a bunny hop contest and a foot down championship coming up your way after the mains. Right out in the parking lot. Yeah, coming down that back straightaway. Foster on the 17 bike. Foster's going to get the win. Zimmerman with a 2, Scaduto with a 3. You know what? Scuduto got the 3, but I think that's the happiest dad at the track right now. If I know him pretty well, and I think I do. 4650 expert out there right now. Main motor 41, Melton. Mock Pulaski. Yeah, Melton. Got it going on down that 3 straightaway. Kegel's Bike Shop. Colors out front right now. In and out of turn 3 we go. And down that back straightaway. Mock in the 2 spot. And Pulaski in the 3 as we bring it on back to the tower. That's how it's going to go. Hey, quick little update here. Moto 27, so...
Investing for actions on the last straight. We're moving over.
All right, so listen up here real quick. Main Moto 27. They're saying Tebessing on the back straightaway moved over after the line on his way to the stripe. So DQ and Tebessing, he'll move to 3. So Gage Bruner got the win. Avery Nelson got the 2. And Tebessing got the 3. Kev, did you hear that one? All right, teams, listen up. 3rd place, 28 points, Boosted BMX. 2nd place, we had a 3-way tie. Kegel's Bike Shop, Twisted Racing, and Midwest Militia. And on top, 32 points, Fly Zone. Yeah, guys, stick around. Lots of fun to be had out here. Thanks, everybody, for coming out today. Our vintage race, again, tomorrow. Practice and registration. Normal times, cash money open going on. 12 and under, 13 and over. Cash money open going on, guys. So we'll see you.